Hello everyone, I'm RiverFox and welcome to the channel. Now you can keep up to date on all the information relating to RiverFox by checking out the Discord and Twitter accounts. The links for those will be in the description down below, along with a link for my second channel, More Fox. If you do buy anything from the Fortnite store, then please consider using code RiverFox, as it will help me out a great deal. And if you do go on to enjoy this content, then please consider hitting that like down below and smashing that subscribe. And if you turn on the notification bell, you will always get updated of all my content when it comes out. Today we are back on our Canny Valley Questline missions, and we are at the portal. Now this is the main portal, which came out originally probably a year and a half ago, at the end of the Canny Valley storyline. So we do have probably about 4 missions, I think, left to complete the actual Canny Valley storyline. But this is the portal where you will fight the original Storm King. So as you may know, at the end of Twine Peaks there is the mythic Storm King, which that only came out a couple of months ago. So before that we did have the original Canny Valley Storm King. So for this video today, I haven't gone my usual route of doing the audio commentary at the same time of the mission. What I have done is I've completed now the Storm King solo, which is the gameplay that you will be seeing in the background. Now I wanted to do it separate and record the audio later on so that I could try and get in as much tips and information for you during the gameplay without making the video too long. So as the game is progresses through now in the background, I wanted to go through my loadout, my weapons and things that I have used during this mission. So the first thing that you will see now, I have got Lynx Cassandra as my hero. I was very fortunate that I did have 1 hero voucher left on this account, which I wasn't quite sure what to use with, so I ended up getting the Lynx Cassandra, mainly for the fact that I still do not have this hero on my main account. I was foolish when she first came out last year and I didn't actually get her at the time, which I'm regretting every day since, and she still hasn't come back out in this year's event, so it doesn't look like she's going to be either. So if you can get hold of Lynx Cassandra, I do recommend you get her. Even if you don't use her for the Storm King, she is an absolutely amazing hero and the abilities that she's got. So I've used Lynx Cassandra then as the main hero. I have got the team perk now as Happy Holidays, which is going to reset your abilities a lot quicker. So you'll see for the support team, I've got Locked and Reloaded. Now that will increase your assault rifle damage, which for me in this mission is irrelevant. It doesn't matter because I haven't used any assault rifles. We'll go into which weapons I used in a moment. I went with Faster Explosions, which for a support team will give you a 17% additional damage for explosive weapons, so that will help with the deatomizer that I used. We've got assault damage, which again for me it doesn't really do anything. It's just there to boost my health and shield, to be honest. The next one we have then is the Corrosive Strikes, which is very good for the surround pound for using on the horns. And we have the Kunai collection, which will reset our Kunai Storm that little bit more. So I've gone with that loadout again, literally because that is the best that I could come up with from this account. There are far better loadouts out there that you could use, but if you are going to use a deatomizer or even a Santa's Little Helper, if you can use that, is probably better, then I would definitely recommend using the Faster Explosions, because that will increase your damage. But try not to worry about it too much, because as you'll see, I go through this solo, and I haven't got the best of hero loadout, I haven't got the best of weapons, so it's perfectly doable even without having the best of everything. So that is the hero loadout. I've got, of course, the stationary hover turret and the adrenaline rush, which you should always have one or other of those to help you if you take too much damage. So for the weapons that I used then, I did use the deatomizer, which you can see from the picture on the screen that it is literally just blue rolls. There's no epic or legendary perks on it at all. I have gone with the double crit rating, crit damage, and the heat capacity, which enables you to be able to use it a little bit more without it overheating. But for the purpose of this, I've gone with a double deatomizer. So if one does overheat, then I can literally just switch over to the other one, and that's pretty much it for the deatomizer. I haven't gone anything too fancy on it. It's literally all that I have available. So for the horns and the melee weapon, I have gone with the surround pound, which is probably one of the best melee weapons in my opinion, that you can use regardless any missions. It is absolutely brilliant. So for this one, I have managed to actually get some legendary rolls for the crit damage and crit rating. I have a second crit damage then at the bottom, which is only a blue rolls, and we've still only got blue rolls on the physical element, and we do have a epic rolls for the attack speed. So if you can get the attack speed that bit better, then you will be able to go through those horns a lot quicker. I mean, I did get pretty close on, I think, both of the horns. I came extremely close that I could have missed out on it. So if you can get the attack speed that little bit better, then that will help you out. But again, literally all that I've got available to me I used. So I wanted to use the weapons that you can actually craft and make in Canny Valley, because yes, I know there's lots of people out there that have got 106s and 130s and full gold rolls of everything, but the way that I've always seen it, if you can craft it, then you need it. If you can't craft that weapon to a 106 or a 130, it's because you don't need a 106 or a 130. Yes, the perks are always brilliant. If you can get those to legendary or epic, then amazing. But you don't need 106s, you don't need 130s, you don't need mythics, anything like that for these low level missions. So that is one good tip for you. So that is the weapons. Now you will see as well as I'm going through, when you are building your structures, it is always a good idea to try and stay off of the ground, because when you do get your blasters and your smashers and everything coming along, they will attack you. And if you are on the ground, then they are more likely to get you and kill you before you know it. So if you can stay off the ground, try and stay off the ground as much as possible. Now with the walls, I turned them into arches, because with the smashers, if they see a full wall, they will charge straight towards it and they will smash it down, knocking you down. So if you build the archways, then generally a smasher will not charge straight at them, and if they do, they will normally charge straight through the archway underneath. So it's just that added bit to keep you off the ground that bit longer. Now the reason I went with a double deatomizer and the surround pound, again, as I said, because first reason, I don't have fantastic weapons on this account, but at least having a double deatomizer, when one does overheat, you can literally just switch over to the other one and carry on firing. And the good thing with the deatomizer as well is that when it does do damage, it will send off these little sort of pulses out, which can then do additional damage. So it's brilliant against the crystals, is brilliant against the smashers or blasters that you may get as well. But personally, don't worry about anything that's on the ground. As long as it can't get you and can't kill you, then don't worry about it. Don't worry about any of the blasters, the smashers, the husks, anything. Don't worry about those on the ground. Just focus on the crystals. Now, I don't know if there is an actual time limit to the Storm King, but I do know if it does go on long enough, then he will send out this big, massive wave, which will drain your health practically down. So this was my third attempt doing it solo. The first attempt, literally, I was using my Wraith, but I found I wasn't doing really any decent damage with that at all, even with the loadout. So I changed over to the deatomizer, and on that second attempt then I just had a few muck-ups where I was building and blocking myself off and ended up getting myself killed by a blaster. So that is why it's a good idea to make sure that you do stay off the ground as much as you can. So the third attempt then, yeah, it went pretty okay. I wouldn't say it was a completely flawless attempt. It came extremely close on those horns. I thought for a second that I was going to miss it and have to go through more crystals to get to it, but I managed just to complete it. And yeah, it is perfectly doable solo. Now, if you are doing this with other people, then at least you will now know that it is doable solo. So try your best to work with the other teammates. If you have got headsets and you've got game chat, then try and use that to work with the other players, because if you're all doing various different things, it is going to take a long time to actually complete the mission. And although I don't know if there is an actual time limit, if you do go so far along, the Storm King will literally spin around and send out this big pulsing wave, which can completely drain your energy and can kill you off. So it is a good idea to try and get to do it as quickly as possible. And yeah, that is the Canny Valley Storm King. So I hope you do find this video useful. If you did, don't forget to drop a like down below, smash that subscribe before you go, and if you turn on the notification bell, then you will always get updated of all my content when it comes out. But until the next time, I hope you have a lovely day and stay safe, my friends.